If this is the kind of thing you like, then stick around. You will surely like the top end. Michael Jackson had a similar effect on singer Angela Bassett at the 1984 Grammy Awards, where Michael won 8 Grammys, by the way. The only difference was that it was in person and caught live on camera. Angela teased
What
Angel
do I
about
call you?
ejaculating and
Do I
crying
call
on
you
stage
Tan?
after Michael gave her a kiss on the cheek. Oh, and in case you're wondering, Michael Jackson also had this kind of effect on royalty as well. In 1998, Princess Diana attended one of Michael's shows during a bad tour in London, and although she wasn't crying and hyperventilating, you could see that she was incredibly excited to talk to Michael. And she also whispered and asked whether Michael would be performing his song Dirty Diana, as it was her favorite song. Michael Jackson and his wife Chris Tucker went on to become really close friends after Michael saw Chris in his classic Rush Hour movies. But when Chris first went to Michael's Neverland ranch, calling him overwhelmed would be an understatement.
My fiance. How you doing? Well, good. I really appreciate you doing this because we're giving back. I'm very honored. I can't believe I'm doing this. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
You would imagine Mike Tyson to be one of the most stone cold, fierce guys in show business. But it turns out even he couldn't help himself witnessing Michael Jackson backstage at an event.
First time I met him, first time probably 89. First time I met him was in Cleveland at the concert. I mean, Don, we're supposed to continue go to the concert. Last song is over with. The drummer, like the drummer, jump set. We were trying to go Michael before he really got caught. But yeah, he would come in with his band practice. And then I turned to him and I said, "Let me tell you one thing. What I mean, I'm at the height of my career. Fat, fat, fat. I go like that. You know what she told me? Then I said, "Oh, this is cute." And you turned around and got that cry. I said, "Oh my God, I got tears
Janice,
in
how
my
you
eyes."
doing? It's good to see you again.
At the height of his
I
fame,
really wasn't
Michael
expecting to
Jackson
be on
still
live
reminded
right
fans
now.
of his
I
iconic
really
song
wasn't.
Dirty
It was
Diana.
kind of a some random, man. So I appreciate you being here, Janice.
Michael Jackson is behind me in the process. I'm like, Mike? could have asked, everything I could have said. What's the glove made out of? What's Tito like? Can you moonwalk forward? All that stuff. Blue.
How's your day going, Janice? Unique. Never know when you show up, Unique. How you doing? I'm okay. I'm just another day. But I appreciate you being here. You just never know. With you, Unique, you just never know when you're gonna show up. You'll be in the shadows and out of nowhere. You just come out of nowhere. But I appreciate that. So, you just never know. You like a what do you call it? You like a quiet lurker that pops up whenever you need to pop up when the right people come on, right? So you probably always around, but when the people that you connect with, that you really connect with, that's when you pop up out of the shadows. Yeah, you like one of those. You just never know. You just never know. I come to expect that. No hard feelings. Yeah, that's the way I perceive you. Is just you just never know. You just lurking in the shadows somewhere. You somewhere like you're out of the spotlight, but you're not really out of the spotlight. Like you could be a person that's just you know. Um, yeah, I am low. I'm live again, man. Uh, you just never know, Unique. Like you come out of the shadows, man. You just be like, oh, you be like this. You lay low, and you be like, pop goes the weasel. Yeah. So yeah, man, I'm live again. Wasn't expecting to be live today because I've been live for like the last couple of days, and I'll tell you all this, man. I get like that. I make like a couple of lives, and all of a sudden I just drop off. So I just drop off because I feel like I done gave y'all so many lives, and I feel like tired of seeing my face. You know, I don't ever overdo. I don't ever overdo stuff like that. Yeah, I figured that since you came to my lives, I figured that you was a quiet person, and it just take the right kind of person to get you to talk, you know. And because I'm talkative and you less talkative, that's a blend. That's a good mix. Uh, but yeah, as I was saying, I wasn't expecting to be on live today. Uh, yeah, I appreciate you, Lo, man. Every day is a challenge, man. But I push through it. I push through it, and I'm just happy to be having the breath to breathe. Um, things could be very different. I mean, my health is intact for the most part. I mean, besides what I told you guys what I'm dealing with, for the most part it's intact. But you know, um, this like I said, good to see you too, Unique. When I come on here, man, it's like it's my therapy, man. It really is my therapy. Y'all don't really understand. Y'all really don't understand, man. Like this is my therapy, you know, because you know I'm not one of the people. Yeah, I'll stay. I'll stay. What I'll do is I go crawl into a corner. And I'll be like that for a little while, but I eventually pop out, man. Because that should drive you crazy if you just let it consume you like that. And I'm one of the people that I don't want to let it consume me like that. So I come out and see. The thing is, what I decided to do is I decided to come on live at just random times because I don't know. I tried putting my messages out there and let people know, like whenever y'all available, I could be able to come on live when everybody can come on, but Um, I see it don't work. Either people don't come back to YouTube, or I don't know. But it just never works. So I just said, let me just come on at a random time, man. And hopefully, whoever's on, they on. If they're not on, then I hop off. You know, that's how I kind of do. I kind of feel my way out. Well, I feel my way like that. Yeah. So the little people that's here, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Just coming to drop by, and I know in the midst of this too, they got the Facebook got their bots too. They got their bots to come in and watch and see what people doing and see if everything going smooth. That's what they do. They got watchers. You know, They're just those kind of people. So I understand that, no problem. But just know I know that y'all on here for that reason. eating some sandwiches right now.
This is Arby's quarter pound pulled pork and chocolate. Both are smoked slow for up to 13 hours. Tender, juicy barbecue like this isn't magic. Although there is a spark.
Man, I appreciate it, bro. That's the only way I know how to be. You feel what I'm saying? I was raised that way. You feel me? Like I was raised to be real. I wasn't real to give you no fabricated ass stories. I just pick and choose when to say something. You know what I'm saying? Because people are crazy, man. People are crazy, and based on people really try to act on based on what you say, and take that shit literal. Like literal. Like they need to straighten you out or something. And I don't need that shit. I don't need it at all. I don't. So I choose my words carefully. You know what I'm saying? Um, so this is what I mean. This is good. This as much as y'all good people out here. It's equally bad people. I don't want to deem people as being bad, but they show it on display. See, I've been trying to figure out how to do that. Um, that when I get on, somebody else can get on to it. We can chop it up. Um, but you got to send it out to people, right? Well, I got to copy the link, but I don't even know how to send it to people on here. Like I'm really still, even though I've been on Facebook and YouTube a year, almost a year, I'm still like a rookie in this shit because I'm not trying to do that whole little outlier shit like everybody else be doing on YouTube. I don't do all that, man. You gonna give me raw and uncut. This is what it is.
Grass isn't meant to be perfect, it's meant to be lived in. From play dates and music ledge to that backyard barbecue everyone loves. Your lawn puts in the work, and sometimes it needs a little help keeping up. That's why we created Pennington's Nancy and
Hey,
Sylvia,
Chanel.
two easy
No, I didn't get on the Xbox controller. I wish I did. I wish.
doing yard work in
That
one
shit hard to
place.
come by these days.
Take the
But
guesswork out of yard work with Nancy
I
Sylvia.
didn't get one. This shit costs, man. It costs a lot of money. Money I don't have. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. That's it, man. I know, and get this though. People don't like real shit though. Most people, they don't like it. They like you to be, give you this fake ass, phony, fabricated ass person. I don't know how to be that. So, if you want fake and phony, there's plenty of people out there to entertain you. But I'm not one of those. So, I think that's why I have a small following, and I'm okay with that. Uh, you know, uh, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to get like if this shit happen to blow up, I'll be very appreciative, right? But I'm not seeking that at all, right? I'm just me, man. You know, one way or the other. And you don't listen. I know people. I mean, I don't know people personally, but I see people who get on here who just really actually be on this motherfucker to pretty much lie their way to reach something. What's the whole purpose of doing that shit? For what? What are you gaining at the end of the day? You living a lie? This ain't good. You gotta be, man. You gotta be humble, you know. Um, Chanel, no. Um, I'm trying to figure out what sticks, what y'all want to hear, right? Because again, I can present my own ideas, and that's what I've been doing for the most part. But I'm just trying to put it back in your hands to basically, I mean, what y'all want me to talk about. I mean, share with you the little wisdom that I know. Um, it's very hard on here to really just keep coming with fresh ideas. Um, um, because you can get burnt out trying to appease the people, right? Trying to figure out what it is instead of just babbling off. Because most people are like, man, you ain't. People be on here like you ain't doing shit, you just talking. Well, I do this shit in regular everyday life anyway, and I'm not gonna change 'cause I'm on a platform. Fuck that. For what? I got an opportunity to be on here, yeah, sure, right? But that shit can change. You know, they don't. People really don't like real shit. They don't. They love fabrication. Fabrication is one thing that people gloss over. You know, if you can entertain somebody with fabrication, they would be around. They would salute you from top to bottom. You know. Uh, a day in the life of me. Well, I'll tell you this much: since I'm up here in this new state, there's not really nothing I can give y'all because I don't have. I would, right? But I don't have the equipment to do that because I guess people have to have shit to attach to their chest when they go out and they do certain shit. I don't have none of that, right? So because I don't have none of that, I can't give it to y'all. All I can do is be on here talking. And most people like to see action and shit. But I'm a simple person, man. I mean, quite frankly, I'm boring as hell, man. I'm boring as hell. I'm boring as shit, man. Like, I don't um the thing is, shit that I used to do back in the day, like because I'm older, I don't do it no more, man. Like I do, but I don't. Um, I just like I'm just simple, man. Like I'm simple as hell, you know. And shit, I know. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff in the world to a lot of stuff that's out here that you can do to spruce shit up. But I mean I can't give you one thing on out here where I'm at. You know, I can look it up, but at the same time, like the weather out here changed so bad that I want to get caught up in it because I don't have a vehicle. I have a high power scooter, right, which is like my vehicle, right? That that I take out when I need to get places, right, and that's it. You know, once I feel like the weather gonna change on me, that shit gonna get put up, and I ain't bringing it out until I feel like the weather is good. Like right now, another day of doom and gloom. You feel what I'm saying? Another day of doom and gloom, and when you got doom and gloom, this is what happens. So yeah, Chanel, if you got any ideas, shoot them my way. I screenshot it, and I'll be sure to make them. And if I don't make them right then and there, I apologize because I forget. When you get older, um, you lose, you lose, you lose a little bit, you lose a little bit more of your memory when you get older. So, um, I, apo- I apologize in advance. You know, um, but yeah, just shoot them to me, and I screenshot it, and I'll do what I can do. Try to be as entertaining as possible, right? Not fabricating shit though. I mean, that's just I don't believe in fabrication, man. I just you know I think if I'd have fabricated my life, I would have all kind of fake ass people. All right, but I don't. Oh, thank you so much, Chanel. Oh, I wasn't even expecting that, man. Thank you so much. I really wasn't. I really wasn't, man. I appreciate you so much, This is a rare. This is rare for this to be happening. Very rare. Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. Like, I mean, I would love to do that, man. Like, it's so much shit I would love to do, but you feel what I'm saying? People are just not trustworthy, man, because they do all kind of shit. And the funny part about it is, it's real tricky. Is that there's people out here there's people out here who really, who really, they will be extra nice to you just to try to get close to you and then flip the whole shit around. And that's the shit that I have to really be wary of, because people are just, you just don't know, man. You know, I wish I could, because I want to live in a world of I wish that I could live in a world of people that I can just go outside and just know for a fact that my life is not going to be in jeopardy. I wish I had that. Wow. Man, I appreciate this, man. I appreciate y'all, man. So I wish, again, I wish that we could, I could be in a world like that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, how can you? How can you when you are in a world full of people who's very spiteful, who's very vindictive, who's very negative, who's very not for you, who's always looking for you to have a downfall in any way, shape, or form? Like, why would you want to be around those people, man? Like, that kind of shit just rubs me the wrong way. And I'll be honest with y'all, you know, I don't let people really say shit to get to me, right? But just looking back at my life and shit that I've been through, right? I I sit back and I think, like, damn, like, why 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 should people, my thing is, why should uh, people put on this act, right, to be accepted in life? You know, like, why should people do that? Like, I just don't understand it, man. And to be honest with you, I'm tired of that. I'm so tired of that. You know. Uh, yeah, well, appreciate that, man. Listen, man. Yeah, I need that, because that's another part of my therapy too, outside of talking to y'all. But yeah. Um, but like I was saying, that that my my thing is I don't want to put an act on for somebody to accept me. Why? What's the purpose of it? You know? Listen. You know, and I'm glad you mentioned this. Let me see. What should I call you? What should I call you? Uh, Dino? Ferratu? I'm gonna call you Ferratu, because your name is hard to pronounce. And if I don't want to butcher your name, so let me know how it's pronounced. Um, um. Oh, thank you so much, Chanel. Wow. Oh man, that means a lot to me. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me. Seriously, coming from here, man. Like, seriously, like, love, love, love. You know, uh, means a lot. Um, wow. Um, um, yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Like for what Farachu just said, man. Like, a busted not work. Let's talk about that, man. Because I had put a, now because I was gonna wait till everybody got on here, but I think they're gonna be able to watch this live afterwards, man. And I'm gonna say this for real, man. Right? Are y'all ready to hear what I have to say? I mean, if y'all wanted to listen, if y'all wanted to hear it, then just put it in the comments right here, and I'll start talking about it. All right. So this is I've been um I've been honest up until this point. I'm still gonna be honest, right? If I can let y'all know everything about me, I would, right? But you gotta be very careful. Um, um. So check this out. Um, you know, I'm very tired of putting on an act to live. What I mean is what we're doing every day of our lives, right? We literally have to, and I talked about this a long time ago in my videos, right? Work to live. I am tired of being in the system. I'm really tired. And I'm not even working right now. Believe if I was, right? Right, I have to do it. I don't like it. I don't like no part of it. No part of my life should I have to get up every morning to go to a job, right? I don't like the shit. I don't like it. I never liked it. Even when I was younger and I was getting money, I didn't like it because I think it's fakery. I really believe it's fakery, right? We should be able to be us human beings, right, to do what the fuck we want whenever we want to do it at any given time that we want to do it, right? Without no repercussions. Because the thing is, we wasn't put on this earth to do the shit that we're doing now, right? But we got a system that's driven so much to the point to where people, right, are indoctrinated into it, right, and feel like, well, how else are you gonna live, right, if you don't have money, right? But do you understand that people, right, have put this shit in place for us to do what we're doing, right? I mean, literally, seriously, we're literally doing what somebody else tells us what to do, and we don't even realize the shit. We're literally doing that, y'all. And again, I know I'm not going to get a lot of people to agree with me on this. I'm not expecting you guys to agree with me on this. I'm just simply pointing out something that's been like this since the beginning of the time in my life, me living, right? Why should it be the haves and have-nots? Everyone on this planet should have everything they need. It shouldn't be no struggle. It shouldn't be poverty. It shouldn't be none of this shit, man. But again, we don't live in a world like that. We don't live in a world like that, right? I seriously, I mean, I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. I don't like it. I don't like the shit. I try to find ways to get away from it as much as possible. It's an irritation that's beneath my soul so bad that I want to rage every time because that doesn't make me who I am. It does not. People out here really feel like that's what makes you who you are. And I call bullshit every time. Every fucking time I call bullshit on it. So let me read this before I continue. See, you see this shit? You see this shit? Look at this. Lord have mercy, man. Yeah, it's a setup, like for real, yeah, yeah, and then people feel like you gotta work 2 or 3 jobs in order to have this. Man, listen, I've always said in my mind, but I don't have the tools, right? It takes a collective mind, right? Meaning everyone, each individual, right, to have collective tools, right, to bring to the table to have a decent life, right? Meaning, I always wanted a compound, right, full of family and friends to live on a compound and do for each other, right, within that compound, and just live and say fuck everything else, We're gonna live our life and we're gonna provide for each other, right? No, not have to do with money wise. We're gonna provide for each other, right? And do whatever we can to have a sustainable life, right? Meaning that you scratch my back, I scratch yours, right? And it doesn't come from no place of money, right? We have the resources out here that we have already, but we always being told we don't have it, right? It's just that we wasn't taught this way, right? So I that's what I really want. Seriously, I'm talking about. I want that wholeheartedly. That will make me fight. That will make me happy, right? That to me, that's the true meaning of work. That nothing else. None of this. Get the clock in, taking breaks, doing under somebody else's tutelage. No, fuck all that. Doing for each other, man. That right there will motivate me every single day of my life to do that for other people, right? Not in a form of exchanging, right? I mean, let me take that back. We do have some form of exchange, but not like that, right? The form of exchange to me should be out of love, nothing else. Not in the form of a transactionary period, because if it is, then you don't really validate me as a human being, because it has to be transactionary, and that doesn't make any sense, does it? Let me see. Yeah, like seriously, like that right there. People don't think that's an ideal lifestyle, but it really is, right? And these people are that we go against all the time. They're restricting that from us. That's what they don't want us to have, because they want us to be miserable, suffering, stressed, uh, worry about what you're gonna have, worry about if somebody gonna be on the street, punishing them for not giving them this, all that shit, all that shit. It does not make any sense, and I don't like it. So I find ways to pull away from that. So when people get mad at me, say, "Oh man, you ain't worked in 2 years," so what? So what? So what? And oh man, you're gonna suffer. I'm suffering for no apparent reason, because they literally created this stuff out of thin air, right? Do you know we really live our lives off of a piece of paper? This, right? Let me show you. Hold on. I got $1. I got $1, right? Hold on real quick, y'all. Look at this, y'all. Do you know people, right? And I don't know everybody that's on this live, right, understand this, right? You know you lose relationships, like friendships, over this. You lose your dignity over this. People get unalived over this. People strive and chase every day of their lives for this. They think that the equality of life is having this. So when you don't have it, when you don't have this, you're not part of society, right? So in other words, if you don't have this, you're going to be living a life like the Hunger Games. And this is absolutely sad, because this is made out of paper. And we all live our lives behind this. Look how sad that is, y'all. That is absolutely sad. And people be calling themselves bag chasers. What the fuck are you chasing? You chasing this to have a sustainable life? This life already, from the moment we're incarnated in this life, we should have a sustainable life outside of having this. But no one seems to know that. No one seems to have an understanding that you can't have a decent life unless you have this. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Yeah. And listen, if I'm able to, if I'm able to be here when that day happens, I'm going to be smiling from ear to ear. When people are suffering, going crazy, scrounging around and scavenging for a sustainable way to live, I'm gonna be laughing. You know why? Because we should have been living like this in the first place. People really, people really love the idea of individualism, doing things for themselves and say, "Man, fuck you." You see what that does to our psyche, y'all? It does a lot to our psyche. I've literally had arguments over people over money. I've lost the relationships that I've had for 10 and 15 years over this. Why? Because that person is brainwashed, right? Brainwashed. Right now, in the moment, right? In order for us to live, we have to have this. I don't like it though. I don't. I just don't, man. I don't. Us having to go to the store to spend this in order to get. I ain't gonna say, but y'all get the drift. Y'all get the drift. Something that's not real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't even have to say it. Feel me? I don't have to say it. And that's what people, they don't like me for that. They think I'm crazy. They think I'm a Looney Tune person. They think I'm out of my mind. That's why I don't have relationships with people now. I barely have relationships with people that I've known for a long time. I don't even have relationships with them anymore. Behind this. Seriously, real shit. I don't have no relationships with these people based on and you know what? I'll say this, right? Even though they created it, right? It isn't, I'm gonna say it isn't even a piece of paper, right? It's the hands that it go into, Lo, right? I really wish it was some type of bartering system. I really wish it was some type of bartering system because it would eliminate all this shit. Because think about it. They're trying to go right now into digital currency, right? That's a form of control. When you have this, you can't be controlled. Well, you know, that's a lie. You still can, but you don't get tracked, right? But even that is still, it's still operating to their systems. Yeah, you know. And the moment that people say they don't want to be in these systems and deal with it, they have a price to pay, and that's absolutely sad. All in the name of control. So that's what I mean, y'all. That's my confession that I want to say to y'all. I'm tired of it, man. I'm seriously tired of it. If I have no money in my pocket, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't make me who I am, y'all. But people really believe that this right here makes you who you are. It does not. Your character is what make you who you are. Always remember that, y'all. I'm gonna say it one more time. Your character is what make you who you are. Hey, Ferratu, have at it, man. Um, I'm not going to talk down on what was going on, but that's the problem right there. You know, being like that. But hey, man, if you can get it, man. You know, but doesn't make there's no if it happens, man, you're gonna be a target, man. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah. It's the truth. Look, if it happened today, if everybody stopped today, it'll all fail. If they stop right now, it'll all come falling down, crashing down. Everybody on the entire planet, if they stop. Because what would they be able to do if everybody stopped at one time? They need your production to be successful. I mean, not now. I mean, because obviously they're going to. That's why we're in the age of what they've been trying to tell us in movies for years, man, with the Terminator and shit and iRobot and all that. We're really in fruition now of machines and robots, and then when when the shit hits the fan, then what? We're all doomed. All because somebody created this shit and they're using it for the worst. What? You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing that pisses me off too, man, is that they get into this, right? They don't even want to care for the people in the hospitals, right? They're really actually working on these hours, right? Because they have a real bigger agenda than what they have, right? Which is trying to, like you said, Chanel, promote the lifestyle of being somewhat of a celebrity, right? And that shit doesn't do anything for you. You know, it doesn't do nothing for you. But you want to be out here talking about, girl, I just got to take a vacation, just doing this and this and that. And shit, I got to put another 80 hours in today. You know, I'm gonna be able to live my life and do what I need to do, girl. I got to pay these bills, and yeah, I'd be cool. You know how crazy that sounds? Even paying bills is stressful, right? Because you got to keep up with the Joneses in order to be relevant. Whoever created that system, man, is an idiot and a genius at the same time. Because people really, really feel that you pay your bill. You know how people always say, "Yeah, girl, shit. I know I'm independent. I got these bills paid. I got the food on the table. My life is extravagant. I'm cool. I ain't got no worries. I ain't got no worries. Life is good." But the moment that shit is taken away, then life isn't good, right? But why should it be taken away from you? The resources are all out here for everyone, right? But they make you feel that if that shit gets taken away from you, that you got to go out here and go do X, Y, and Z to get it again. There's no logic in that. It's fucking idiocy. Listen, Chanel. I heard some of my shit about Atlanta, and listen, just like as you were saying about the men, same thing with the women. But I've been knowing that with the women, even back shit when I was like 16, 17, when life was like well, you can have one job and all your bills be paid, right, through that one job, right? We talking years ago, right? Years ago. Um, but now, it's different now. I mean, when I was not different, it's the same. But I'm saying I used to hear women always measure a man up about what he have, right? To me, I want a hard working man. I want a man to get up every day and go get it, go get this money and go do all this and go do all that. Lets me know he want to provide for his family, right? That whole ideology about that shit is so backwards, man. It's crazy, right? And people really say, right, like me, I'm a father, right, of one child, right, that because of my thoughts and the way I think, they say, well, you're not a great father. How the fuck can you determine what a great father is instead of what you've been fed? How the fuck can you tell what a great mother is instead of what you've been fed? You see, you got to be able to step outside the box with this shit, man. But nobody does. They all cramble in together and be like, yeah, this is the way you live. Fuck out of here, man. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? But people were literally telling me I'm the retarded person. I'm stupid. I don't have any sense. Oh, we knew you was lazy all along. But define lazy. Define lazy. People are only doing shit because they're only motivated by this, right? If this wasn't in play, people wouldn't be doing the shit that they would be doing, would they? They wouldn't. You don't have a lot of people out here that volunteer to do shit just on a strength, which it should be that way. But no, they don't. They only be motivated by that shit. And if they don't, they'll be doing the shit that I'm doing now. Yeah, it's herd mentality, man. I'm telling you, it's herd mentality. Most definitely, man. Yeah, yeah, for real. You are one paycheck or two paychecks or three paychecks away from losing all the shit. So even while you up right now, you up and life is great and nothing making you mad or nothing like that, right? You just feel like shit can't get snatched from you. And that's the hard truth about the situation. And they feel like what I'm saying in my mind, right, is a lazy mindset that don't want to go get some shit. You don't know what the fuck I want, right? You don't know what I want. But I refuse to be in this mentality of the indoctrination of what we've been fed all our lives. This shit, I'm telling you, this what I'm seeing right now in this video, man, on this live video, man, will make people run for the fucking hills. Like, oh man, don't listen to him, man. He's a person you don't want to be around. When in reality, I'm the person that you want to be around. Because I'm not following the trend about it like everybody else is doing. Yeah, it's hard for me, but why is it hard? If you're giving me a hard punishment because I refuse to commit to some shit that is not going to have me get ahead in life or have me be comfortable in life, why? This doesn't matter. Doesn't make any sense to me, man, at all. Oh yeah, man. Listen, bro. I'm so serious. You really gonna get it, man. If you ask 10 people to sit real shit, if you ask 10 people what lazy is, you're gonna get 10 plus different definitions, right? Off top, right? So again, when people say you lazy, what the fuck does lazy mean? Really? Because you could be, from what I was taught, right? I guess lazy is a physical thing, right? But you could be lazy mentally, from what I was told. But that's even an indoctrination, them type of thoughts that I have, right? It's because I'm fed all this shit. I don't even think there's no definition to none of this shit, period. It's just that you're only going by what somebody else told you what it is, and you live your life like that. Yeah, see that's why people keep doing the shit they're doing because they're afraid. They definitely they're really afraid of losing everything, right? And when you're not when you're not afraid of losing everything, you're more richer than them. You're more ahead of them than they are because you're not afraid, right? And I don't want to walk around outside naked, right? Because obviously, the police would get you for indecent exposure and shit like that. So having like a little something, yeah, cool, right? But I don't have to have all this and have all that, right? My life is content the way it is. I don't ever give up. I don't ever get up every morning complaining like, oh damn, I need to be I need to be somewhere making some cheese. I don't ever complain about that shit. I just be figuring out like what can I do today? How's the weather gonna be, man? Is it something I can get into? And if there's nothing to get into, right? I don't trip. I don't trip. I really seriously don't trip. But people feel like you have to trip. Like, oh damn, you ain't doing nothing. You should be getting into something. It's JP. You should be getting into something. Why? You ain't making yourself useful. The indoctrination, man, of people, man. Like when I look at people and just listen to what they say, man. Like, listen, it's no fault of their own, right? But then when I hear so much about it, I'm be thinking in my mind like, what are they doing to unprogram themselves, man? But when I listen to them, I don't see no progress in the mind. I don't see any progress. But again, right? They're gonna distance themselves from me, and I'm gonna distance myself from them because I don't want to be involved in some fuckery. I don't. All this is it's a bunch of chaos, man. It's a bunch of chaos, and people have lost their lives behind this shit, man. Multiple people. You know, so I was watching uh uh I was watching YouTube video, man, about lottery winners, right? Regular everyday people, right? Um, regular everyday people, right? That when they won the lottery, right? Their lives changed overnight. And this is like what 12 stories. I remember one the noticeable one I remember is the one to do the black man in Florida, the Haitian dude I think that won all that money, and when somebody got close to him, somebody was talking about him because he was an everyday person, a regular everyday person, and now he's not here no more. He's dead, right? All those people who was regular everyday people when they found out somebody got money, their life changed, man, immediately. Not for the better, right? I mean, yeah, we think it's for the better, right? But now these people have lost their lives because those people, right, don't want them to have this type of lifestyle, right? All in the name of this. None of these people are living anymore because of this. You think I want that type of lifestyle? Fuck no. Fuck no. Because the moment somebody catch wind of that, oh, like, oh, he got this, he got that. Oh, I know he got it. Let me get it up out of him and make your life a living hell. Let me see. Yeah, yeah, like they feel like because they doing what they doing, you should be doing it too. Fuck you. I should be doing shit. That's your problem. You wanna deal with that problem? Deal with it. I don't. It don't give me stress, right? Me not doing stuff like that. I'm telling you, I feel so good in my body. I don't have to worry about that shit, right? And even if I do, I still don't commit like that because I don't. It's taking away my time, my precious time that I want to do doing something else, whatever I choose to do, right? There's no time frame on it, but people feel like you do, and so when you don't, it slander your ass to the highest degree, saying, "Oh man, he's a lazy motherfucker. Don't talk to him. Don't talk to him." And don't even know what the fucking definition of lazy is, right? Really don't know. It's crazy, man. Oh, I know, Chanel. I know. Listen, it's more. I've been. I haven't. All through my life, I haven't really been in a hospital a lot. Right up until last year, when I had to be in the hospital a lot more times than I would imagine. Right, but they people up in there be gossiping, talking shit, and everything in the hospitals. Man, they think the hospital is a place of warm. I mean, outside of people sick, being sick, they think the hospital is a warm place to be in, and people don't gossip. Man, you got motherfuckers gossiping more than people be in the church, and I ain't a religious person. So I feel you, Chanel, straight up. And I know, yeah, I know it's rough for her, low, for real. What can a family? What can affect families, especially at funerals? Unique. Yep, every day is painful here without money, right? And that's sad because they created this shit for our two. They created it, and that's what I'm saying. Everyone is living their life off of what somebody else told them. See, if people unplug like the Matrix, like the movie The Matrix, you would start to see reality for what it really is. But because you're plugged in, right, you won't ever see it because you're constantly going, you're constantly turning that wheel, constantly turning that wheel. When you constantly turning the wheel, you're not getting anything. It's not a benefit for you. It's not a benefit for you. You may think in the moment that it is, or moments, or however many years you put in for a job or whatever. You think that that's you're benefiting. No, no. I'm sorry to tell you, you're not benefiting shit. You know why? Because you know what you're doing. You're only benefiting for yourself, right, and the people around you, and you create the individualism, right, instead of it spreading it being a ripple effect amongst people. Oh yeah, man. Unique, please. Woo, unique. You done hit the nail on the head with that shit, man. Will, mm. That's how you know. That's how you know that this shit is a rule in people's lives, right? When somebody passed, you get people on both sides of the family bickering over this. They don't even care about the well-being of the person that just got buried in the ground. You worried about this. This shit is more important. And that's how the relationships that they once had is no more behind that. You tell me if that's some fun or not. When you got people out here doing shit like that, it ain't fun, man. It's drawing separatism, separatism away from people. Like it's constantly, man. This shit ain't cool, man. It ain't cool at all. Like it's stupid, man. It's so stupid.
Hey guys, this my outfit of the night. I got this outfit from City for $7 because I was going hungry to a backyard barbecue.
It's so crazy, man. I'm telling you, y'all, uh, um, that shit is irritating. It's really, really irritating. How you doing, Janelle? Good to see you again. Good to see you, Janelle. I appreciate you being here again.
Refused to get traditional Samoan tattoos. After WrestleMania, fans spotted Jacob Fatu finally getting his traditional Samoan family tattoo. His elder brother.
I mean, listen, man. Like, this is what I mean by building these type of relationships. How you doing, Janelle? I just this is how I appreciate relationships with people who is on the level like this that we can speak on, right? That's not fooled by the bullshit, right? Those are the kind of people that I want to be around or I want to talk to with. I don't want to be around somebody who gonna be here for the moment just to hear the story, and when some shit go get uncomfortable for them, they dip. Nah, take your ass on and don't come back here ever again. You don't gotta come back. I ain't asked you to come back. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking of real shit that really um that really needs to be talked about, right? That people are scared to talk about. I'm never scared to talk about this. Ever. Why should I? Why should I? It doesn't do me any benefit to be keeping all this shit bottled up in my body. For what? I mean, people fall alive. They fall in line immediately without even knowing the shit. Like people are in prison without even knowing the shit. Like you're not even in physical prison, but you're in prison with the shit you do every day of your life and don't even know it. Crazy, ain't it? Well, I'll tell you this much, Chanel. The future predictions for me is that we're gonna start seeing more shit that we haven't seen as far as the shift in the world. We're gonna see more shit that we haven't seen um, in such a way that it's gonna make people talk about it, right? You know, and I'm here for it. I'm all for it, man. I really cannot wait till the shit reveals itself because I'm not scared. I'm not scared at all, right? If anything, I want to know what I really would like to know what hasn't been told to me. So I'm all for it.
My dear doctor, it is indeed a pleasure to welcome you here for the beginning of your practice.
Oh, off top, Lord. You already, man. Listen, man. Listen. When you got people like myself that rock with you, man, you rock with me like that. You already know I'm gonna bring that shit, man. Listen, man. That's the type of shit I want to gravitate to, man. And I'll be here for it. Like if you was on a channel and you made a live video, I'm finna get up. I'm finna get up on that thing. I'm finna be on there rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm finna get some shit that's gonna penetrate my mind. It's gonna make me think. You know what I'm saying? I'm always looking for thought provoking topic conversations that make my mind penetrate, other than some shit that's already been fed to me throughout my whole entire life. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit right there is what I like to be around. Because I've been on this in this world for quite some time, and You know, I'm just tired of being fed the bullshit, man. I want to step into something that's entirely different outside of what the norm is, right? And I'm always seeking that. I'm always seeking some shit that's uncomfortable, right? It's uncomfortable, right? When I hear people say, "This is how life is," get over it. It lets me know how shallow that person is, man. You know, and how they're not willing to give themselves some grace to understand what stuff, what's been hidden away from us, what we really need to know. You know, outside of what's being taught to us, all that shit, man. You know. Oh, okay, I got you, man. Listen. If you ain't built for it, somebody got to be built for it. You feel what I'm saying? And if I speak on your behalf, I'll speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to Chanel and Janelle, man. You know, I appreciate them being here, man. You know, like, you know, whenever I drop a live or whatever, videos and shit, man, like, you know, it goes a long way because it lets me know something. Even if y'all are here for the moment and then all of a sudden you happen to drop off or go somewhere else, I knew in that moment that y'all came here and was willing to listen to what I have to say, right? For that, you know, I appreciate that more than y'all ever know, man.
Oh, cutie pie. Yeah. Get off of that. No. Get off of that carrot. Get out. Get out. Get carrot now. I'll take it when I'm ready. You ready? Yeah, I'm ready.
But for real, mm, that's why I feel in my heart of hearts, though. You know, I feel um, that everyone should live their lives the way they want to live. Um, Not at the moment, Chanel. I have to go to see my cardiologist next month. Um, and so when I see my cardiologist, I want my cardiologist to clear me before I can do any type of workouts because I haven't worked out in a year. Oh, and I would say almost a year. June would be a year. Um, so I don't play when it comes to my health. So I've actually took a step back because I need to get this stuff. I need to get clear of this stuff first because which I don't know is I've been having a lot of chest pain outside of me taking my medication. I still be getting like chest pains and shit like that. But um, like I'll wake up or I would turn maybe because of how I sleep, turn a certain way and my fucking arms and shit be hurting and everything. Just I think it's from age, but that should be hurting. So I mean, especially when it comes to my chest, that shit hurts a lot. So I pull back. Oh yeah, I do, Janelle. I do. I be careful. I haven't worked out in almost a year, so you know. Oh man, that's why I said until I get clear, I'm not doing shit. Right? I'm not doing shit. And luckily, I'm tall. Right? I'm not small. I'm tall. Right? So I don't have any kind of form of obesity. Right? For my particular height, it 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 evens out. Right? If somebody was like maybe 5'2" or 5'3", where being like almost weighing 300 pounds, that wouldn't be good for them. But for me, because I'm tall, it works out for me. So um, you can tell that I'm out of shape, but I'm not out of shape to the point to where you're like, damn, like he's real, he's a super big dude. Like, nah, you know, I just have, areas that I can improve on, um, that I'm not worried about right now because my health is more important first. So I'm not worried about doing none of that shit. I'll sit back and take as long as possible until I get right. As long as my body isn't being stretched out like that to the point to where I'm so I'm so big to the point to where I get up out of bed. I'm doing this. I'm not doing none of that. You know. Oh, I'm not. I would be a lot. I would be lying to you if I'm not eating healthy, right? I'm just not overly consuming. If that makes sense. I'm not pigging out. You know what I'm saying? If you pig out, your body can stretch out and shit, but I'm not picking out. Right? Hell, I don't even got the money for it. So shit, I wish I could. I mean, I would not wish I could as far as picking out, but I wish I could sustain that shit. But I don't, man. It's hard to make a dollar these days. Shit. I mean, y'all doing what y'all did today, man. Is supportive enough, man, and I'm grateful for it. I didn't even ask for it, man, but I'm very thankful and supportive, very supportive that y'all did that for me, man. People out here be thinking, oh man, he. This first thing they say, oh man, he out here begging for money, man. He out here asking people on his lives, man. He don't want to go out. He don't want to get up and go get no money, man. So why would you want to help a person who don't want to help himself?
Nah, you couldn't get that fresh in 35 years. Maybe that's thing.
Oh, it's so sad, man. It's so sad how people just so indoctrinated, man. Crazy, man. I mean, I be looking at people's videos and shit and just be seeing how far they indoctrinated. And I try to hear them out and shit, but I can't, man. I can't. It bugs me to death just to see the deterioration of how people are when it comes to money. Like, I'm really irritated at that shit, so I can't stick around. I get off.
You don't even know how to deliver a proper anesthetic. Boy, give the doctor a little anesthesia.
Oh man, listen. Listen. I appreciate that, bro. Listen, that means a lot to me, man. That means a lot to me, brother. From one real person to the next, man, for sure. I appreciate you all the time, man. Raven, man, good to see you, brother, for sure, man. I'm always gonna bring it, man. I'm always gonna bring it, man. This is people always ask me, right? I'm gonna tell y'all this. People always ask you, how do you get by in life? How do you convince these people that this, and how are they willing to help you? Well, first of all, I'm real. First and foremost, right? I don't put them on fabrications, right? Whatever I'm gonna show you is what the real is. I don't need to bullshit to you. Why? Why want to lie, right? People don't respect you when you lie. You know what I'm saying? So I don't lie to people. There's no need to lie, right? Only thing I'm not doing on here for my safety, right, and for you guys' safety, I'm just not sharing everything, right? Because again, you just never know what people are thinking, right? And I'm not discrediting you guys, right? I'm just saying, right? People are crazy. They would feel some kind of way and get fixated on that shit, and the first thing they'll do is be like, man, we finna unalive this dude. Yeah, we finna unalive him, because he just too real. We can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't want no problems, man. I want to just live my life as much as possible, man, and be here for my daughter. Please. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. And by the way, as I'm saying this, right, I'm not knocking anybody who wants to do state indoctrination. Go ahead, right? I'm not knocking you, but I'm telling you what I don't want to do. No, I'm not eating no tacos. I mean the damn sandwich, Off top, most definitely, bro. Yes, sir.
Let's give him some medicine.
You get my jerk low for real. Munch on, Janelle. Munch on. Yeah. Yep. It is. It's very hard. It's very hard, Chanel. Quite frankly, I don't have anybody. Right? I don't have anybody. People, listen. I left my family from where I was living at in another state. Right? Because of this. They literally said to me, my older sibling literally said this. She said, "What reality are you living in? You know you can't live your life like this. You can't live your life it just you just can't you can't be in a world like this and you can't work. You got to work. You got to pay bills. You got to make money. How you expect this to be sustained? How can you how can you sustain your life and do the shit you're doing? And how you gonna be there for your daughter if you can't be a provider, if you can't do that, right? How are you expecting to do this, right? That's what she said to me, right? And she was like, she was like, I can't believe that you made up a story to me saying that you wanted to work. You know, all of a sudden you give me something different. I can't respect that. So when I heard them words from her, I said I have to get up out of here. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. And I moved. I literally moved, right? Because I'm not gonna live my life based on what she thinks, right? And her perception of how my life should be. That's what people do in their lives anyway. They always live in their lives based on what somebody else told them, right? And they go, "Oh, I'm gonna make you proud," such and such, such and such. No, man, you live your life how you do it. You just don't hurt nobody, and you don't do nothing, no crazy shit, right? But yeah, she literally said that, and that shit rubbed me the wrong way. So I got the fuck up out of there. I dipped. I talk to her every now and then, but I don't even associate with my family like that because that shit made me hot. It really pissed me off in multiple ways. Oh yeah, exactly, right. That's why I get away from those people, right? Because we will never see eye to eye. You know what I'm saying? Because you gonna think that your version of what how I should be, and I'm almost stay down for what I think, right? And that's the problem. So in order to it won't be no problem on you, and you won't feel so stressed that I'm quote unquote not contributing. I'm gonna exit. That's why I'm gone. I ain't been there in 7 months. Oh yeah, yeah. They really ain't shit. They really ain't shit. I'm telling you, they not shit. They not shit. Them motherfuckers that you think that are before you is the number one people that's against you. You know what I'm saying? And I had to get the fuck up out of there and dip. That's why I'm here in this whole in different state by myself with nobody around. I don't have a single family member out here. This is me. Yeah. Yeah. I don't understand it either, Lord. And listen, what I'm doing is what we should be doing. That's what they don't realize. What I'm doing is what they should be doing. But they really feel that you have to do this, you have to do that. Who told you that? And you really just, without even questioning, you really saying that's how life is. Do you really believe that's how life is? Or you just going off of what somebody else told you? Tell you, man. That's why I don't have I mean, listen, even some of my friends right now today, right, that I know personally, right? If I told them what I think and what I don't want to do, oh, we won't have a relationship no more. We won't have one. I know that even before we even have it, I would literally know that we wouldn't have a relationship because their mind is so far off into some another dimension, man, that it's not nowhere in this reality, man. We wouldn't have a relationship. I promise you that. Oh, I did. Look, I did more than this. I did all this, and then I said, "Bye." Uh, well, I wouldn't say I'm not really living alone. I got a friend of mine that's helping me out right now, but I'm not living alone. But as far as me being alone outside of my family, then yeah. Um, so um, first off, I would say right now to you right now, without even making a video, what I would do to you, I would say to you right now, Chanel, is step out on a limb, right? And although it'll be very scary, right? It's gonna be very scary because even right now, as I'm talking to you and I'm here, right? I'm scared. I'm very afraid because I don't know anywhere where to go and what to do, right? And so it's all up on my shoulders, right? Because I don't have anybody else to support, or so I thought, right? So I got to be able to form all this shit on my own, right? But I'm saying, I think when you get to that different environment, when you're around some people that you don't know, your life is gonna look up in such a way, Chanel, that you're gonna wish that you made a jump sooner. I promise you. Well, mine is too, Jadell. What you thought? Mine is too. That's why I'm gone. You know what? You know what my family thinks of me? They literally think I'm a puppet that I could be used to use for their own transgressions. So they feel like, yeah, just ask JP, he'll do it. He ain't got nothing going on, so they have him do it. And because I'm so nice and I don't say no, they feel like they can capitalize on that shit. So I had to get up out of there, man. Hey Herman, I know you, man. You've been on my videos, man, for so long. You're old school, man. So you're gonna have your belief. And I even said earlier, man. You know, because of what I think, man, you don't have to worry about that stuff. You can continue doing what you're doing, right? If your life is prosperous and what you're doing, what you're doing, Herman, stick to that, right? It's no knock on you, brother. You do what you're gonna do. You all good.
Style or substance. Somehow it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until
You know what's bad too
everything in the
is
GMC
that
Sierra.
if somebody feels a certain particular way,
GMCs can get this low mileage
they feel like
excuse
everybody should
at a
feel this way,
location for around
right?
$299
Everybody should have the same thought pattern.
for professional
They should do the
grade.
same shit. They shouldn't be different, right? If you think differently, you should be punished. You should be punished.
We've all tried ways to earn a little extra. With Misplay, discover games you'll love and earn rewards for playing to use for the
When
necessities.
I truly believe too, the people
Misplay.
that are saying these things, they're saying it as a reflection of themselves. Because how can
We've all tried
my
ways
thing is this? How can you feel some way about a person,
discover
right?
games you'll
As
love
opposed to
and
what
earn
you did in
rewards
your
for
life.
playing to use
You
for
feel
the
like that person should
necessities.
copy exactly what you do. And if they refuse to
Mornings
do
are
it,
messy, but
then
my
you don't
favorite
want no type of relationship with that person.
all-in-one zipper bag that makes mornings easy.
What sense does it
Just
make?
zip and done. No
So in other
stress.
words, when you're raising your kid, right, or kids,
From restless sleepers
are you
to
raising them to live your life?
flexible
Or are you raising them to live their own lives, right? And give them directions of what you know them to be. And if they don't so choose that path that you laid out for them, are you gonna disown them?
shop today
Or are
at
you gonna still love them?
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age. Forgetting how to add doesn't. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age, some others.
Right, 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 Sergio. Most definitely, man. It is. It is, man. But listen, see, people, see, that's the shallow, closed-minded mindset, man, that people have, right? Because of what they did, you should do the same thing. But I thought on this planet, each individual is unique in their own right to do whatever they choose in this life. If they choose to be a hardworking person, let them do that, right? That's their belief. You're not trying to sway them to do less than what they believe, right? I'm just simply saying that we're literally living off of what somebody has told us. Not because you told us, say, "Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and get this, man, in order to be a strong man." Nah, man, it's what somebody else told you.
Hey, fellas, help me get this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Each one of us have our own personal story, man. Some people chose this path that they wanted to choose, and that's what they chose. That person decided to choose that path on their own, right? But it doesn't make any one of us any different than one another, right? But these people really would feel that way, right? And those kind of people, right? Listen, I have no ill will against you, right? But you stay over there with that, because you're not going to convince me nowhere one way or the other. You're not going to, and I shouldn't be able to convince you one way or the other because you're going to stay the way you are.
I have memories too. I was stationed in Italy eating hot dogs and waiting I went to my favorite restaurant. They had a waitress there.
Yeah, listen, Raven. If I was with you over there, I'll be laughing right along with you, bro. I'll be laughing right along with you. I'll be laughing with you because it's so sad. Oh, welcome back, Unique. And what you eating on? I want to know what you eating on. Because, well, I ate some sandwiches, man. So I think me eating the sandwiches want to make you want to eat something. You feel what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, man, that's the thing. That's the unique part about being on this planet, right? Is we're all different. We're all different in what we choose in our lives, right? But in our reality, we're not all that different, right? But people don't use this, right? They'll tell me I'm the most delusional person they ever been around their whole entire life.
Hey, talk about memories.
I'm the most delusional person ever been around their life.
Today.
And I'll tell them, are you sure about that?
And I wanted to find myself a private room.
Are you sure about that?
Told me about one on the Wiener Schnitzelstrasse.
Chicken wings and an age. What's an age? What's an age? I never heard. I mean, outside of you saying my age is this, I never heard of an age. Oh, you mean to say eggs?
I will get the mail and I'll be right back.
Okay, baby.
Chicken and cabbage. Oh, that sounds good. I had cabbage 2 days ago. I had it different though, because the way my friend makes it, she makes it with walnuts in it. It's different because my mom make hers just regular. My mom put bacon in hers.
You tell me you were scrubbing the floor. That's more dangerous than a foxhole.
I'm so glad to say I'm sorry.
Well, I'm not sorry, baby. You know,
But listen, man. You see, even when people even when people think like this about me, I don't ever put them down, right? But they don't think that way about me. They'll find a way to put me down. They would. All because I'm not doing what they want me to do. But seriously, man, this is really honestly, seriously, 100% no bullshit. This is how I feel, man. I'm telling you, man. If I can show y'all and display how mad I be when it comes to some shit like this, it really eats away at my soul when I think about some shit like that. I do not want to participate. I don't want no part of it. Yeah, listen, man. Listen, bro. I'm gonna tell you this right now, Lo. That you have more than just one person that you run into like myself. It's way more people out there who feels the way I do. They just don't. They haven't spoke up about it,
where I met my beacon. Jesus, she
right?
embarrassed that.
Because I'm telling you,
We used to be every day at a little French cafe on the
if it wasn't for this,
Well, one day,
right outside of people wanting to volunteer, no one would be doing it.
2 orders of Vichy Swall.
Because basically what people are doing is transactionary. You're literally going to a place to get this in return. And most of the shit that you get in return ain't even enough. But you're still going as a benefit for yourself. Because you feel like I need to make myself useful if I go out there and commit myself to doing this. Right? It's just crazy, man. And then when you do work, right? When you do work and get this money, right? They don't tell you. I mean, well, you should just know out of nowhere. You should know that when you're working for this money, right? You don't get all your money, right? They take it out. They take out for your 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 dental, your vision, all that other shit, right? And that's a goddamn lie because that shit don't go towards that shit. They tell you that, but it don't. If you're doing some shit like that, they should be able to reap all your shit that you get. But they shouldn't take the motherfucking thing, but they do. Strategically, though. Yeah, yeah. I mean, listen, man. This is what made this. Listen, I created my channel last year based on this. Well, based on this, I created my channel based on that because I got tired, man. You know, at the time I made the channel, I was at my family's house, right? I didn't want them seeing, I didn't want them discovering my channel, but they discovered my channel. And so when they discovered my channel, oh, all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose. I'm telling you. Yeah, it is, man. I'm serious. I'm serious. I am irritated beyond recognition, man, on that shit. I really am. And I don't know why nobody else could be irritated, right? You coming home being tired every single day, saying, oh, that's all the day's work. Just lining somebody else's pockets up, not even lining your pockets up, and you feel good about that shit. What type of delusion is that, man? Super duper delusion, if you ask me. Delusion to the highest power, man. For real. It's just crazy, man. Like how people they just how they don't see it, man. They don't see it. They getting royally fucked in the ass with no Vaseline, man. They getting fucked in the ass with no Vaseline. Crazy, man. And and they're okay with it. They're really okay with it. Oh, this is my second set, Janelle. I had my first set. My first set I had for 23 years. So this is my second set. I'm like a year and a few months in with this second set. Like when somebody do something for somebody in today's world. Yep, Janelle, 23 years. Um, they what they say is right. They will say, "Oh man, if you want just want a favor, just do something for them." They'll be like, "Nah, you got to pay me. You got to pay me." That line, man, you got to pay me. It's not off the strength. That it's not because you just want to see somebody just see somebody do their thing. I mean, just genuinely helping somebody. It's like you basically saying you got to pay me. It's come with a fee. I mean, even though you still do it because obviously this is how the world is run, right? You still be irritated, like, "Are you serious? Like, damn, you pretty much gonna charge me, man." That's wild, man. That's wild shit. It's wild shit, man. It really, really, truly is, man. And my thing is, I'm a critical thinker. I think about this type of shit. I think about it long and hard too. I do. Because think about it. You would think in the moment it's benefiting you and that person, but in the end, it's not really benefiting anybody, right? Because first of all, we only reason why we came together is because you sold me a product and I came to you with money in order to get your services. Instead of you just saying, "Oh yeah, I'll be willing to help you out." Yeah, all that shit, man. Like like I'm laughing because it's really that funny though. It's really that funny, you know. Like I remember a few times, man. I was shit at my family's house and I got up and I did my own thing. I didn't even have a desire to even go job hunt, right? And somebody called on and got wind and told it to my sister, and she was like, "How you expect to live in my house and you ain't got nothing? If everybody else contribute, you got to contribute too." Oh man, I missed them fucking days, man. I remember when the whole neighborhood would have you, man, from one block from one end of the block to the next end of the block. They all protected you, man. You wasn't no outsider. You was just like them. If you were living in that neighborhood, they got you. Them days is long gone, man. I miss them days so much. I'm telling you, Raven, I do. I wish we can go back to that shit, but nah, they got us out here like robots. They got us out here like robots. Real shit. They got us out here like robots, and and we just following the trend. We following the trend. Some people, like myself, um, they you got a small group of people who's pulling back, but the majority of them stay opted in. I mean, they stay opted into this shit. Uh, I told her I told her that I didn't even reply back to her. I got upset. I need to talk to somebody else differently, man. Because again, I just kept saying to myself in my head, like, we just not gonna see eye to eye with this. We're not, you know, because she's gonna have a problem then with what I'm doing because I'm laying around her house, using all her energy, you know, right? Which in fact the energy comes from the energy that we all have, right, comes from the fucking earth in the first place. But they had created a system to the point to make it feel like they give you energy, and if they didn't give you energy, you wouldn't have any energy, which is bullshit. But see, nobody likes to think that deep, right? So he was like, "Oh, you up here in my house, laying around using my energy, and you know, nothing here, nothing is for free, and you know, you can't be doing that. It's beside the lay in my house and not contribute nothing. So if you gonna act like that, you can move out." And I just literally took those words literal, what she said, and I cut. I mean, I didn't leave right then, but I never forgot about what I never forgot what she said. And when she said that shit, I just literally was like, "Man, you really think that about me, right?" And then also too, give me 1 second. I'm gonna tell y'all something that really hit below the belt, right? Now, mind you, right? I told my sister, right, because I last year I had before I moved, I had appendicitis, right? Before I moved, I had appendicitis in August, right? And it got to the point to where I had to go to the emergency room, and it got so bad to where I had to have emergency surgery. If not, I probably could have been gone. I probably wouldn't even be here right now. Uh, and I remember when I went to the emergency room, right? They had to admit me to the hospital that same day. I had took my scooter to go over there, and um, I was asking them, can I leave my scooter there because I couldn't take it with me on an ambulance. So they was like, well, do you have any family members that would be able to come get it? I'm like, uh, I was saying my sister them, right, or people that lived there at the house at the time, but nobody came and got my scooter. Um, what happened was after I was there, I think I was in the hospital. Yeah, I was in the hospital when I got to the hospital. I was there for like a day or two, something like that. I think a day or two, maybe no more than 3 days. But I leave my scooter at the emergency room. Right, they had a little area where I can keep my scooter at, which was cool. I'm grateful for that. Um, yep, I'm talking about it right now, unique. So um, when I went to the hospital, right, I got there. I had they had prepped me up and everything because my appendix was inflamed, right, and um uh I don't know how I had a urinary tract infection too because they said I wasn't getting enough water, no fluids, right? But I was drinking a whole bunch of water, but they was like I wasn't getting any, so I had a urinary tract infection. On top of that, and they had to put fluids on me before I got admitted to the hospital. Went to the hospital. It was there for like roughly 3 hours, I think 2 or 3 hours, and then they prepped me for surgery. I remember they put me on anesthesia, and I remember I was so scared, man. I was so fucking scared. I literally they had brought the bed. They had brought the bed where they had to drive me to the emergency room. They had to have me sign some papers, and I signed papers. And the doctor that was going to do the removing my appendix was telling me that um, he was telling me that the surgery is going to be no more than an hour. You know, they're going to go do it's going to be called a laparoscopic surgery. Meaning they're going to use uh, they'll go in there. They don't have to go. They don't have to cut my stomach open. I mean, they cut my stomach open right here at the top. They cut in 3 places: top of my stomach, and then they cut like towards my private area. and they was gonna have to go because obviously the top part of my stomach they had to go in to get to it, and then, I guess some other area, some other parts of my area, my body, they had to get in there to remove it. So he told me that, and I was so scared. I was like, damn, man. He was like, well, you're gonna be knocked out. You're not gonna feel it. And I remember when I signed the paperwork off, I was going to the fucking emergency room, man. Woo! Oh my gosh. Um, I remember I was getting wheeled to the emergency room, and I was scared. I was so fucking scared, man. And these doctors were smart, man, because they did something did some shit to calm me down. So they was asking me about my hat on, because I had a hat on and shit, and I was telling them about me being a A's fan, me being from Oakland, California, and they was talking to me about that, and they was willing me in there and shit like that. I remember laying down. I'm gonna show y'all how it was, right? Hold on, real quick. I was like, just imagine this is the imagine this is the bed that they had to wheel me in on, right? So I was like this. I was like this, wheeled on. I mean, getting wheeled to the bed. I mean, the thing. I was just nervous, right? It was talking to me, still talking to me, and I was talking to them, right? Let me show y'all. I had this hat on, right? I was just saying they was talking to me about this and stuff, and I was telling them about, this is where I'm from, Oakland, and so I remember they took my hat off, and it was like, we got to put this over your mouth, because he was telling me beforehand you're gonna be under some anesthesia. I remember I was looking up at the light right here, and I remember he told me to turn my head like this. So I remember turning my head slightly, and they grabbed it. I don't know what they call it, that shit that they put on your nose. But I remember he literally grabbed this shit, and as I was talking, he put it right on my nose, and I got knocked out like that. I was knocked out quick, right? Knocked out. Next thing you know, I woke up, man. I woke up because I the video. I made a video about this. Unique could tell y'all about it because she watched the video too. But I got a video that I made after I got out the surgery, and my voice is real groggy and shit, like real groggy. But I remember waking up, right? I was in. I guess they had did the surgery room and then moved me to another room. I had woke up and shit, and everything felt like it was real heavy, and my throat was hurting. My throat was hurting, so I don't know if they had to put something in my throat and shit. I don't know if they had to do that, but my throat was hurting, and I was looking around, and I opened my eyes. It was kind of like I opened it up. I opened it, but it was still blurry. It was still blurry. I couldn't really see. I can see, but I couldn't see clearly. So when I woke up, um, when I woke up, I was like, "What the fuck? What happened?" But it was already done. So they ended up telling me, um, they ended up telling me, they was telling me. I guess somebody came in there, and they ended up wheeling me to my room. So when they wheeled me to my room and shit, I had to get some food and shit because you know what? I didn't eat no food. I didn't eat no food. I couldn't eat no food because of me just having the surgery, right? So right away. So I think after an hour they gave me some food, but it was in liquid form, right? Because I couldn't have any solid foods. So when they came in there, my throat was hurting and shit, and I was hooked up to the monitor. I mean, obviously my hand was hooked up and shit, and they had hooked me up to the bed or whatever. And they had during that hour, I had made the video made a video for here, and I was telling the people who already followed me about the situation because they wanted to know what happened, during the surgery, right? So I told them I made the video, you know, and I think it was updated every now and then whenever I tell them how my progress was going, things like that. Now, mind you, when this was going on, right, I already had to move out of my sister's house, right? It's just that I didn't move right then because I needed some time to move, and I had to be able to talk to the people where I'm at here, where I'm at now, about when I was supposed to be coming, because I wasn't, I wasn't. I mean, it wasn't gonna be ready until a certain particular time, right? So I'm telling y'all right now. I wish I could show y'all. I got all the messages from my sister. I never deleted them. I got them all, right? And I remember her telling me this. Well, me having to move and stuff like that. And I remember that shit, right? And I was telling her that. Let me get up. I was telling her that it ain't gonna be ready until a certain particular date, right? Because she wanted me to talk to the people to speed up the process, right? To move out of our house, right? And now, mind you, after I got the, I mean, well, after, but uh, when after I mean, I was in the hospital, right? I had to have her come get me because obviously I was living there, right? Because I couldn't leave. I could, I mean, I couldn't. I mean, I had just got surgery, right? So I couldn't leave out the hospital or whatever. I had to have somebody bring me back home, right? So she came and got me, right? Now, mind you, right, when she came and got me, right, she came and brought my great nieces in the vehicle, right, her vehicle. This I will never forget this, y'all. I was hurting, right? I was holding my stomach. I was literally holding my stomach. I was holding my stomach like this. I was holding my stomach. I had to hold it up because it was hurting. So I literally was holding it up, but I was leaning back in the vehicle because I couldn't, I couldn't go forward because of too much pressure, right? So I was holding it up like this, and my nieces was talking to me because my niece, I got a niece that's 4, and I got a niece that's 3, and they were talking to me. They were saying, "Hey, Uncle Jesse," and I was telling them and things like that. And so she came and got me, and I got in the vehicle. I couldn't talk to her too much, but I remember she didn't say nothing to me the whole ride. She didn't say nothing to me. She, brought me back to the house, and I ended up getting in my bed and shit like that. Didn't say nothing to me, right? And I was just trying to do research on what I need as far as what food I can eat and stuff like that. And do you know? I don't know exactly the how many days I was out of the hospital when she asked me, because she asked me before, but then she asked me again. She literally, after I got out of surgery, because I was on a time crunch about when I needed to leave, right? Because she wanted me to. I gave her a date, but she wanted me to speed up the process. When I told her that it won't be ready until this time, right? That they won't speed up the process. Do you know it irritated her? It made her mad to the motherfucker because I couldn't move out sooner, right? And mind you, I'm in the bed at home. Just got my appendix removed, and she's still talking like this. So when I found that out, I was like, oh yeah, this is beyond fixing, man. This is beyond fixing. Like, I just got out of surgery to get my appendix removed because I wasn't even expecting my appendix to hurt and shit like that. But I was hurting so bad, and I had stomach pain so bad I just couldn't believe how bad it was hurting. So I'm glad that we had at the time a emergency room right around the corner from my house. But when that happened to me, it didn't deter her, right? To know about I mean, she came and got me. I'm not saying she didn't, but she didn't ask me about my well-being or anything like that. She didn't say nothing to me. And she literally was mad because I had surgery. Because I couldn't speed up my time. But no, she's mad because I had surgery, and she's mad because the people didn't speed up the time. I was like, oh yeah. I said, oh yeah. So in my head, I was like, oh yeah, this yeah. I gotta hurry up and go. I gotta hurry up and go. So um, that stuck out to me real bad. I'm like, damn, bro, are you serious? Like, I'm your little brother, and I know you telling me I gotta move, but you literally, I mean, you can't give me that little grace period. I mean, I know shit could have went to the left or whatever, but you literally was upset because I had surgery. Like, I never had surgery before in my life, and and I had surgery, and you literally got upset because I had to have surgery to get my appendix removed, and I couldn't move out your house sooner. That shit was that was an awkward sequence, man. It was an awkward sequence. I mean, real fucking bad. And I just remember that shit. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm finna just move forward. I ain't going back. I can't because it lets me know at that moment how she really felt. Like, you mean to tell me you let my situation anger you so bad that you didn't care about my well being because I was sick? And if you did care about my well being, it wasn't shown. And I wasn't expecting you to be all like be animated, right? But I'm saying you didn't say nothing to me on the way back to the house. Like, talk about family, man. She can care less. She cared less about the situation. She was irritated, man. Irritated that I had surgery. I mean, mad as fuck that I had surgery. Yeah, mad, mad. Oh man, most definitely though. Man, listen, you're welcome back anytime, brother. I appreciate you stopping by for as long as you have, man. Take it easy, man, and catch you on the next one, man. Whenever I get back on. Yeah, like that right there just that hurt my feelings real bad. If it's nothing else, man. I mean, listen, we can talk about situation where me having and not having no money, right? That literally, that literally changed the complexion of this whole thing. I was like, she really want me out of her house that bad, and I dipped. What I did was before the moment I left, right? The moment I left in the morning. I had to go. I had to leave because I had to fly over here. I got up at 5 something in the morning. Everybody was still asleep. I didn't knock on the doors. Didn't say bye, goodbye to everybody. Didn't do nothing. I basically just got my shit, and I basically I called an Uber to the airport, and I left. Didn't say nothing. Oh, I'm always gonna remember that. It ain't gonna never leave my mind. So here it is. It's been 7 months, and it's still fresh in my mind. So I remember, right? I left, and I didn't say nothing, right? I literally left and didn't tell nobody where I went and nothing. The only way they found out was because I went on my Facebook or some shit or whatever. However they found me, right? They found me because I think I was that's what I did. I actually took a picture because it was snowing out here, and I took a picture because this is my first time seeing snow. So I was like a little kid in the candy store. I couldn't believe that I was in snow. So I took a picture and I posted it on Facebook. And because they on my Facebook, they seen it. So they knew I wasn't out. They knew I wasn't in where I was at. They knew I was somewhere else. What's happening? What's happening, security? What's going on with you, brother? Salute to you. Um, yeah. So when they didn't know because I didn't tell nobody nothing, right? Because my family is so spiteful, man. It's like they would listen to what's going on, right? Gather your story, and then all corroborate and correlate with each other, and talk about me and what my decision making and what I did. Like I'm a kid, right? So I didn't say shit. I left, right? I'm gonna let y'all piece together on your own, man, because that's one thing about family, man. That's so fucking that's so bad that you don't like them doing, man. Uh, you don't. I mean, you don't want nobody knowing none of your business because they're gonna try to twist the shit around, and so I didn't. I mean, the shit was already severed between me and my sister. I don't want to put more fuel into the fire and have y'all having more reason to say something. I was just happy to be out of the situation. So if y'all do talk about me, I ain't there to hear it, and it's been like that ever since. So if I do talk about me, I ain't in the household, nor around the household, and I ain't in no spaces to listen to none of that shit. Y'all can do whatever. I don't care. Oh yeah, Janelle, Janelle. Man, I can get as long as I've been gone, and it ain't been long, right? They haven't changed. They haven't changed. It's the same thing. It's the same way. So they're gonna be the same way. Period. Right? Like you just know like this. You just know, right, that some of your family members, even if you don't speak to them, right, you just know how they are, their mannerisms and everything. Even if you don't bring nothing to them, you just know, right? That's how they are. They're like that. So it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter. They're gonna be in those spaces. They're gonna have a reason to have a conversation. Sometimes they could be on the phone and have a whole conversation and be about me. It'll be about me. But I don't care anymore, man, because even when I was little, man, I feel like my life was always dictated, as what I could provide for them, as not provide, but what I can do in order to prove what kind of person I am. Because my sister was like my mom outside of my mom, right? And she didn't treat me like her sister. She treated me like her mom, treated me like her mom, like she's my mom. Because my mom has put, because she's the oldest, my mom has put everything into her to make her like that. She's just 10 times worse. Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, that shit ain't gonna change. That shit ain't gonna change. I couldn't even be myself around them. That's how bad it is. You know, as old as I am, this is how much respect I have for my mama, right? I don't cuss around my mama. I don't give a damn how old I get. I won't ever cuss around my mama because that's my mom, right? I respect her enough to not cuss around her, so I won't ever do that. I still feel like even when I get around my mama, I feel like a little kid, right? Because my mom raised me, so I'm always gonna feel like that. But the rest of my family don't feel like that. They be cussing like sailors around my mama. Thank you, Unique. Um, but I'll tell you this much, right? Their version of me, right, is gonna be saying, well, JP is like this, and he wanted to live off me for free, and that ain't how life goes, and he just didn't want to do nothing with his life, you know, and I couldn't have that. I couldn't have that around me. Oh, but boy, my older sister said this, Janelle. She said because we didn't have much as we grew up, back in the day. She said she's bougie. She admitted it. She's bougie, and the way she acts, I believe it. She's bougie. Because my sister always had, she was always that kind of sister that had always had bigger and better shit. So, you know, people wanted to be at our house because she had a soft spot for the kids, but had zero tolerance had 0 tolerance for the adults. So, and she's still like that to this day. So it's so bad between me and her that I won't even call. I'll call somebody else I'll call someone else to refer the message to her. Yeah, she got 2 grown sons. My nephew will be 34 in August, and my youngest nephew, he'll be 30 in October. So just imagine, man, to be around all that shit. That should make you. That should make you. That should make you. It'll make you this kind of person, man. Like not giving a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. After what they, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Oh man, Raven, if I can just tell you, man, how I was, man, that shit hurt me beyond recognition, man. I mean, I still think about that shit even to this day, right? Because we know we need family, but not at the cost of that. Hell no. I did security, man, big time, bro. And I've only been gone 7 months, and nothing changed. No, I can guarantee you, nothing has changed, right? But I don't have to be around that stress no more. And I feel real bad and shit, man, because my mom, I had to leave my mom. My mom had a stroke like almost 12 years ago, and my older sister, take care of her, and I was taking care of her while I was living there, but now that I'm gone, right, I had to leave her. I had to leave my mom, I had to leave my daughter, just so I won't be in a situation where I get punished behind some shit that society wants you to be, just so I can, I can have a fresh start and be somewhere different, right? So, um, yeah, man, it hurt me to leave my mama. Yeah, it wasn't. That's why I left. That's why I left around that shit, man. You know, I left that shit, man. That shit crazy, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm still even to this day, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still working on my mental health. My mental, I haven't completely fully healed from that, amongst other shit. So I'm still going through shit, man. You know, and that's what got me so drained too, to where I don't want to do nothing. Right? I feel like if I me doing something, what is it gonna do for my psyche? Right? Yeah, it may not. Because I don't think super evil thoughts to the point I want to do. I want to harm myself. I'm not like I'm not that kind of person. I don't have the capacity in me to do that, right? But I'm saying like, it ain't gonna do nothing good to waver from that. It's not gonna do good to waver away from that shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? So like, it'll pass when it pass. You feel what I'm saying? Haven't even had a fucking year under my belt to even release. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I come on here and I be talking, man. I talk to y'all, man, and express myself. So what? This is YouTube. So what? I'm talking about my real life shit. Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck, right? I'm not here to fabricate shit, right? That's why I'm talking to y'all. You feel me? Um, but yeah, that shit it be bothering me, man. It bothers me, but I try not to dwell on that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got this beloved video game system that I can't play no more because I broke the controller and shit. But that shit literally, people be thinking video games fry your brain. That shit don't fry your brain. That's a misconception. That shit can really pull you away from some shit that you're dealing with. That's why I play it. And there's no age range on the shit. And people who ridicule people because they play video games, fuck you too.
That's the best thing in the world for you. Rest and sleep.
You don't like it?
Don't throw money away. I can take care of Chef better than any doctor. Just
So,
follow directions. Why that
you know,
I'm going to get my doctor book.
that's. I mean, I was a kid playing video games, man. That's my escape. You know, behind the shit that I deal with, that's my escape. So I'm gonna keep playing games, to utilize until I want to stop. It's gonna be fully my choice to stop, and I don't want to stop. The only reason why I ain't been able to play is my shit broke. Because I would have been playing a couple days ago, but it's bugging me that I can't play, man. got a whole system sitting right here, and I can't play the motherfucker, man. Like, god damn. But again, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all so much. And you know what? You know what? One thing is, my mom never raised us like that either, man. To be like that, she never raised us like that. So this shit that's coming from my sister, something that she created on her own. Well, from my mom didn't. She didn't raise us like that. So
We'll let you know when the hour's up. We'll continue.
I got an Xbox Series X, bro.
Where are the boys?
I had played before it broke. I had played. Well, I got to that game. I had played um like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, which I love that game. That game is a long ass game. I played that game. I was hooked in that game. So after I played Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, I just started playing NBA 2K26, and that's when it broke.
I'll have this case diagnosed and nothing flat. You sit right there.
Oh, Yeah. My hair look crazy, y'all. Look at this shit. It's everywhere. That's what you have when you have short locks for the moment, man. That shit is a decent lift though for a year.
It's got a rash. Tells you right here, a rash may be caused by excessive use of the gray matter of the brain.
Oh, it must be something else. Sure, it can't be that.
It also
Sure,
says
sure.
a rash may be caused by a bad tooth.
You got something there.
Let's have a look.
So what y'all want to talk about, man? I mean, y'all heard me babbling on and shit. What y'all want to talk about, man? You know, I don't want to keep y'all hanging just by y'all watching me and shit. You know, let's talk about something. I want to be here and just just looking at my face and shit. Cause listen, for the women over here, I am nothing appealing. So I want to talk about something, man. The awkward silence be killing me.
What are you going to do, John? I'm going to pull that bad tooth. You want to think? Think so?
This thing. Hi, a nice sailor stop.
Coming down?
Yeah.
Follow me.
Sit down.
All set?
Quiet, Larry, untie that line. We'll do it the old reliable way. Come on. You'll have that thing out before you can say tight on the rope. If you can say tight on the rope. Back up this little.
Can't have 20 people in here and ain't nobody saying nothing. That's crazy.
Oh, what a tooth. No wonder it was killing me.
You nitwit, that's the doorknob.
Oh, yeah?
Come on. Smile. All we're trying to do is give you a hand here so you can get out of the door.
Yeah, it takes time to heal though, Unique. Most definitely does.
He shot me. Get a doctor. Do something.
People don't think so. People be thinking that you can just get up, pick up your life and just start doing some shit quickly to heal. That shit don't work like that.
You'll soon be a well man, especially if you go away for a couple of weeks.
Wait a minute.
You that kind of car, it isn't exactly brand new, but it's in perfect condition.
How much?
I'll let you steal it from me for $900.
We'll take it.
Fine. I'll have it here in the morning. And to show you I'm a nice guy, I'll let you have the tampon out. I'll bring it over tonight.
Call a real.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I don't fuck with Madden, but I play 2K though. But yeah, Raven, you just get back into it, bro. Especially if you're a gamer like me, it would hurt to get back into it.
Hey, Mom. What's the legal practice putting this tail up before we leave? I think you got something there, Porcupine. Let's see us Claude how to do it. Nonsense. I know all about that. Let's go. Right up. What? Hold on inside. That goes over. I used to be the Boy Scout. Yeah. Raise it. Oh, let that dance. What? Further. Further. Oh, what is that?
Damn, PSP. That's crazy.
I'll make a note of it.
I haven't known nobody playing on PSP in a minute.
Get it up, boy. Give me that ball, champ. I'll leave you alone. Here comes the
I thought they didn't have that no more. I mean, as far as people owning them, but I didn't think they had PSPs no more.
Up. Hold this ball. All right, tie it off, dummy. Next time you come in, knock first, and then
Hey, you know what? It's funny. People who are gamers, they go through that. They go through that shit. They go through a time period where they don't feel like playing nothing, and then all of a sudden the itch will start coming back again and start playing. Start thinking about games, and you start playing. That happens with gamers though. So you You a true gamer. You a true gamer. If you lost it for a short period of time and then want to come back, oh yeah, you definitely a gamer, brother. Damn, you got lucky, man. You got lucky. How many games you had on there, though, Raven?
Oh boy, a super deluxe special. Yeah, an oil trim with Cologne with you. Well, boys, there she is. Yeah, but what is it? A Columbus. Never mind who you bought it from. What make is that? I told you Columbus. I thought he came over in a boat. You couldn't find another car like that if you searched for weeks. That I can believe. Okay, wise fellows. Wait till you step on the gas and feel a smooth flow of power under that foot. You better be right, chum. Don't you worry about a thing. Well, I gotta get breakfast. See you before you take off. All right, fellas, let's get loaded. Wait a minute, you know I don't believe. Go on, muscle bound, go on. Hurry up, we gotta get started. Oh! Why, oh!
Um,
Hey, fellas! Yeah, come here. On the road.
I'll have one.
Yeah, what is it? Oh! What are you trying to do, ruin the baggage?
Damn, Raven. Lucky as hell,
What are you
bro.
asking me for? Ain't not a big deal.
50 plus games? That's a lot.
Like that.
I love that shit. That's a video game heaven like that, boy.
Here. Stubborn, me. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, lady. Oh, hey, quit monkeying around, you guys. Oh, careful. What do we do now? Wonder how they got the tire on. Here, wait. Yeah. All right, easy. I just, you know, make it. Oh, got the alarm coming in.
Watching the Three Stooges, y'all.
What seems to be the trouble? Can't get the tire kicked yet. Why, you nitwits. Oh, you want to get hurt? Let a man do it that knows how. You gotta use your brain. All you do is give it one quick jerk. Oh, oh, my foot! My foot's cut off! Oh, 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 wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's it. Take it in. Oh, get it. What's it called me? All right. Oh, get it. Is it out? No. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, here. Oh, stop it out. Yeah. Okay, wait a minute.
Oh, everybody leaving, man. They slowly exiting, man.
Get me out. Oh, my God. Oh, stay out.
Maybe my cue.
Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Look at the shoe of toe. How was it? Pretty heavy? Get that tire on.
Oh, you lucky as hell. Raylan, smart move, bro. How much you bought it for?
Now look, can't we reason this thing out like that? After all, we're sensible. That boy here. I got it. All right, you girls park yourself right here while we finish tying off the load. Larry, get on the other side. Hurry up. Beth, give me a hand. Which one? Come on, get over here. Wait a minute. A little more. Give me a hand. A little more. Whoa!
Oh, you lucky?
Boy, the official will get behind the lines.
Man, for $100,
Always
you got a steal right there, brother.
way you'll balance the load. Get me down. Easy now, kid. Easy. Easy. I got it. Okay. Cool.
do here? Come on, get up on top of the log. Okay, everybody, come on, come on. You start to climb, kid. Okay, come on before the sun goes down. Go ahead, kid. Oh, what fun, boy. Out of your head. Yippee! Hey, come on. Get out of the way. All right, don't throw me around. Dummy, you. You unbalanced the whole load. You look away. I'm gonna start all over. Junkman, I'd like to talk to you. I think we can do business. Oh, a junkman, eh? Oh, no. My card. Talent Scout, acting pictures, Hollywood. Talent Scout? You want us for the movies? Where are your rents? We can never find me. Become my wife. Step up, and you shall die.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to get back on mine, man. You know, when I get that fresh new controller, man, I can start playing like I was, man. That shit took me out of my groove, really. I couldn't. That shit. I mean, I was just getting in the career mode in NBA 2K26, man. That shit just fucked me up, man. Like it really just did a number on me. I'm like, gosh, why you had to fuck me up like that? So it did, and yeah, it tore me up, man. Really.
Well, that's yours. That's yours. Here's mine. Stop it. Stop it. Hey. Where you going? I'm hungry too. Come on, get out of here. Wait a minute. What's wrong with
Shit. Okay, well, it's my cue, man. For everybody that was on here, chit chat with me, you know, for this time I was on here, man. I appreciate you. I'll be back on here again soon. Probably tomorrow, probably later on. Who knows? Stay tuned, man. You never know with me. So, with that being said, man, you guys take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll holler at y'all on the next one.